Hi, what is up? Happy holidays. We are dead in the center of celebrating Christmas and Hanukkah and whatever else it is that you're celebrating. I'm gearing up for a Walt Disney World vacation. It has been a minute since I've been able to do a full-fledged trip. Last few times we did a land and sea and did a maritime cruise, and if you haven't done it, I highly recommend it. It was one of the best vacations of my life. And I was there in Florida last summer for a training over at Universal Studios. So I tagged on a couple of days at Disney and did some Halloween things. So this has been quite a few years since I've done a full-fledged Disney trip. So basically what this is going to be my pre-trip report, talk to you guys about all my plans, things that we want to accomplish and do. As a travel agent, I do listen to a lot of podcasts and watch a lot of videos because you get a lot of ideas from other people that may help you with your trip. Now, my favorite are the pre-trip and post-trip reports because sometimes when what you plan and what actually comes into existence are two different things. So it's good to hear how the purpose of this trip is basically celebrating my daughter's birthday. She's going to be 18 years old during our trip. I'm celebrating her birthday, but I'm at the later end of January, but I'm going to be celebrating as well. So we will be arriving during the end of the holiday season. We're flying WestJet. I purchased an ultra basic ticket, which means no carry-on, but you are allowed a personal item. So backpacks, and I will be checking a couple of full-size luggages that I've actually bought, and I will show you in a later video. I have decided to use Mirrors Connect to get us to our resort from MCO. Still haven't decided, so if I will be doing the water park. A new benefit for on-site guests starting January 1st, 2025 is you get to utilize the water park for free on your arrival on your arrival day. Now, if you have a split stay or 3 split stays, whatnot, every check-in day counts. So if you do a split stay, you can do it the first day you check in, and then when you switch resorts on that day because you're checking into a new resort, you can do that. So I haven't decided if we'll just hang out by our resort, use our pool if it's a warm day, or if we'll go and spend a couple of hours at the water park. I've never done a water park before. I find it very difficult to manage when you have small kids, especially when you are the only adult. Now, Abigail now is 6. It might be better. So we'll see. I haven't decided if we're going to be doing that. I am doing a split stay. We are staying at a moderate first, and then we are switching over to a value. The ticket portion is with the value. The moderate portion is just room only. Now, the reason why I did it this way is because Disney released some promos, and that's just what worked. So that's what we're doing. So the first part of our trip, where we have no tickets and we will not be going to the parks, we are going to resort hop. I'm going to check out some resorts, look at their Christmas decorations. I do want to check out Circle D Ranch and see all the horses. Now, you can do pony rides for the little kids. I think it's like $8 or $9. So we might do that for Abby. I might do the Chippendale sing-along. We'll see about that one. Not sure if we're going to be there at that time. I do want to do the monorail. I do want to watch the fireworks from the beach at the Polynesian. Have lunch at Captain Cook's. I also hear, it's not on the menu, but I hear that you can order ohana noodles from the Tambu Lounge. So that will be something we're going to try and do. I also want to go, of course, to the boardwalk area, beach club, yacht club. They have really pretty decorations. I want to check that out. I did just make a dining reservations for the Cake Bake Shop. Now, I don't know if we're going to be actually eating food there, but I do want to try the cakes. Now, I know that these cakes are expensive. They're like $22, $23, $99 US dollars, which is like a cajillion dollars Canadian. However, we are celebrating Maya's birthday. So I thought, you know what, let's go. We might buy like 2 slices, have some coffee, drink, and try them. I just think that is the aesthetic in there is totally Maya. She's very, that's her aesthetic. So might just do that. Maybe have an appetizer or two just to try it. We'll see, not sure. But yeah, the boardwalk on weekends have entertainment. So I want to see what that's all about as well. And it's just so pretty there. It is so, so pretty there. So moving on to our park days, we will be switching resorts, and our first park will be Magic Kingdom. This is Maya's actual 18th birthday. I have reservations for Cinderella's Royal Table. We'll be having breakfast. Um, Probably doing a lot of character meet and greets and watching some shows that I haven't seen in a while. Usually I'm very go, go, go. I think this day we will take it easy a little bit, watch the shows, the parades, do a couple rides. I probably will purchase the multi-pass for this day, and just see what we can get into. Not sure if we're gonna watch fireworks this night. We may not. Again, we'll see how we feel during this time. But yeah, we're basically there to celebrate her birthday. She bought, or actually I bought her this dress. It was actually off Shein. It's Rapunzel-esque. So she wants to dress up in that. We got her a little tiara. So she wants to do the lantern photos. We're gonna meet Rapunzel. Since it's Rapunzel's 18th birthday and she's turning 18, she just thought it was really cute. So that's what we're doing on that day. It's her day, whatever she wants to do, that is what we're gonna do. The following day, we will be at Animal Kingdom. I am not buying multi-pass for this day, but I probably will buy the individual lightning lane for Flight of Passage. This will be Abby's first time on it. She's finally tall enough for it. The first time she wasn't. So I'll probably do that. I am a park warrior. I am a rope dropper to, park open to park close. My teenagers are not. So I don't think we'll get there first thing in the morning. Worst case scenario, me and Abby will probably go if we're up, and well, I'll be up. If you know me, you know me. I'll be up for sure. But if they want to meet us there after, that's fine. Intentions for this day is I do want to go to Rafiki's Planet Watch. I want to take Abby there. My girls went, we've been there before, but she hasn't. So I want her to see that and see all the goats and maybe do the animation class because she's really into the YouTube videos that teach you how to draw. So we might do that. So we do have, oh yeah, the roller coaster, the Yeti ride. It's like, the name is I can't think of the name right now, but I've never ridden that. None of us have ever ridden that because the first time we went, Maya was 8. She was 8 years old. Holly was 4. She wasn't tall enough. And Maya wasn't old enough to go in line by herself. So we never rode it. So we're going to ride it this time. It's the first time. I'm not a big roller coaster person, but I like to experience these things with them. And, Disney Intense is Disney Intense. I don't find it, I think the worst ride there, not worst as in a bad ride, but the most intense was probably Guardians. And even that's not too bad. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. It's a totally different ride over at Disneyland. So that's that day. Another thing is I do want to watch Festival of the Lion King. That is number one must do. Can't not leave there without doing that. I will be bringing ponchos because I do want to ride Cali River Rapids. Again, we haven't ridden in a minute, and because it's winter, I don't want to be wet. Would probably be wet all day. So ponchos so we don't get wet and we can just throw them out after. We do have a Yak and Yeti reservation. It is a later in the afternoon, so we'll see how that works. I've also heard that Mr. Kamal's has a seasoned French fry, so we might do that in the morning just as a little snack to tide us over until that time. So that is it for that day. I do want to be there in the evening and see the Pandora at night. I've never done that because it's hard too because it closes early, but winter, it gets dark at 5:30. So I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be able to see that. So that is that day. The following day, we will be at Epcot. Again, I'm not buying multi-pass for this day. I may get the girls a individual lightning lane for Guardians of the Galaxy, and I will try for a virtual queue. I will ride the one time with the virtual queue and let them ride it again since they love it. My priorities for this day is I want to watch the Encanto sing along. I was there last summer by myself. I watched it, started tearing up because I knew that Abby would absolutely love it, and all the mom guilt came in. I'm just so happy they've extended it, and she can experience it again. Actually, she can experience it this time, so that's makes me happy. I also want to take a photo with the Walt statue. I missed it the last time. My girls haven't seen the Moana walkthrough, so we'll probably do that. I rode Figment for the first time last summer, so I want to take them to do that. I thought it was really cute. Also, the what else? Oh, we have a Via Napoli lunch. I want to try the pizza, so that's that. Yeah, so we're just gonna enjoy the day, do things. Like there's so many things that I haven't done at Epcot or in a lot of these parks. That's the beauty about going. I go back over and over again. We redo some stuff and then we try some new stuff. So that's great. So that is Epcot. I do want to stay and watch the fireworks. We were actually there the day the new one debuted. We watched. We were there for the Festival of the Holidays, and we watched the Candlelight Processional. John Stamos was the narrator, and my high school dream came true. I got to see him. He'll always be my Uncle Jesse. But Abby was just so tired, and she's like, Mommy, I want to go home. I'm tired. So we didn't see it. And it was rammed packed. And I knew it was going to do that. Like, I knew it was going to be ram packed, but that was John Stamos' last day. And that was the only day that we were there for Epcot. So we didn't get to see it. So hopefully this trip we will. Moving on to the next day, this is our quote unquote rest day. We don't have a park, but me and Abby have a breakfast reservation for Topolino's. My other girls didn't really feel up for that. They may come with us and have breakfast kind of at the Le Petit Café or the quick service if they're feeling up to it. Otherwise, they can just stay in the room, have breakfast at the resort. We'll see. I do want to see the resort. I've never been to the Riviera, so I want to check that out. Maybe go over to Caribbean Beach and see that one. Not sure yet. To be determined. If we haven't gotten our Disney Springs fix as of yet, then we may go and kind of finish up any shopping or anything that we need to do on this day as well. So moving on to the next day, we are at Hollywood Studios. I will be buying multi-pass for this day. I want to ride Slinky at night. Not sure if I'll do the individual for Rise or if we may rope drop it or ride it in the evening or just wait in line because, Hollywood Studios is such a smaller park. There are so many headliners in there. So that might be the one that I'll save the almost $100 and for my party and just wait in line for that. We do have Woody's Roundup Rodeo Barbecue lunch reservation, so I think that's going to be super fun. Story time. I'm going to tell you the story. We are going to do Tower of Terror. Abigail absolutely wants to try it. I've explained to her that you're in an elevator and it drops you and you will probably come off your seat, and she wants to do it. My first visit, I had no clue. I took Talia on it. Now, up until this point, Talia was good at the roller coaster. She was loving it and everything. This ride terrified her for the next quite a few years. She would not get out. She did not want to go on any ride. She had to make me promise that it's no drops, no nothing. She eventually got out of it. She was 4 when we went the first time. I think at about 10, she started being okay, and now she likes thrill rides a little bit better. But when Abby went, she was 4. I said, no, I'm not putting her on there. Even though she had ridden, the scary rides and she rode Guardians. No, she didn't ride Guardians the first time. The second time she rode Guardians. She was tall enough to ride Tower of Terror, but I'm like, nope, I don't want to do the same thing to her. So she didn't do it. But this time I've talked to Talia and she's like, you know what, I'll try it. I personally am not a fan of drop rides, but I do want to experience it with her. So I'm going to bite the bullet and we're going to do it. So that's this day. I'm not sure if we're going to do Fantasmic. I did see it back in 2016. I haven't seen it since. but we'll see. It's to be determined. It depends on how everybody's feeling. If if Abby's cool, maybe me and her will stay, and my teenagers will go back to the resort. So we'll see. Not sure. Now, next day, last day, best day, we are back at Magic Kingdom. I will again be buying multi-pass for this day. And it's gonna be ride heavy. We're probably just gonna do like all the rides, all the things, no shows, because I'm gonna try and get all of that stuff done on the first day. I may, if we haven't ridden Tron yet, I may buy a lightning lane, an individual one. You can buy an individual lightning lane for the evening for the three of us. Abby's still not tall enough to ride it unless she spurts up. We'll see. So that's that day. Don't think we'll stay for fireworks. I'm not sure, because our flight the next morning leaves at 7 a.m. So I'm not sure how that night's going to work out. I do want to try Pico's Bills over there, and I want to try Columbia Harbor House. So we'll see where we can fit that in between the 2 days, as well as the creme brulee croissant at Gaston's. Want to try that as well. So we'll see how that day. This is actually the only day with my tickets that I don't have a dining reservation, so it's crazy. And normally I don't even have this many dining reservations. Normally I do like one character breakfast and one dinner somewhere. But the trick that I'm doing this time is I'm not booking buffet style restaurants where it's a prefix menu, prefix price. I'm not doing that because Maya and Talia have a smaller appetite. Like they get full fast. They more of grazers during the day. They get full. My intent is to do the a la carte menus where they can actually split a meal. And then if they're hungry later on, or if after they've split this meal, they're like, hey, you know what? I can still eat something. We can order them something else. That is a way that I'm saving money, because they don't eat. And if you're paying like $65 per adult for, let's say, a buffet breakfast, a character breakfast, that's a waste. Or even a dinner, like it's a waste. I was going back and forth thinking, do I want to do Ohana dinner? And I did have reservations booked, but I'm thinking like these girls, they don't have big appetites. Like I'm fine taking them to restaurants and having this experience and spending the money on it. But like when they don't eat and they're not enjoying it, it just feels like it hurts. So that's why I'm trying to pick restaurants and pick things that they can share, that we all can share as well. And cut back that way. And then we get to try more things. Like when you share things, you can try more things. So that is my little hot take on that. So the next day we do leave our trip, and it's probably going to be a sad day. It's a 7 a.m. flight. So I still haven't booked my transportation back to the resort. Sorry. I still haven't booked my transportation from the resort back to MCO. I'm looking at Mears and I'm looking at private. Mears will pick us up at 2:45 a.m. Private, I can stretch it to like 3:30. I'm leaning towards Mears just because it'll be easier and cheaper, and yeah. So either way, we're not gonna sleep much. So when it comes to watching the fireworks on Friday, like either we're gonna be awake in the room or we're gonna be awake at Magic Kingdom. So yeah, I'm not sure. So that is it for today. That is my pre-trip report. I will not be doing one of these videos as a post-trip report. I might do a conversation with you guys and talk about the trip in general, but I will be posting videos of my days there. So if you're not yet subscribed, please do so and ring that notification bell. There's a lot of Disney stuff, a lot of Disney content coming your way. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great, fantastic day, and we'll see you again. Bye.